Train your brain. What I mean is today I'd like to help you to pick yourself up and dust yourself off if you've ever set a goal for yourself and then failed to achieve it. This is a vulnerable time of the year, second week of January, when many of us have set resolutions for ourselves and have fallen over. Well, there are simple reasons why this is happening, and there are simple solutions, and if you stick with me, I'll walk through them with you. First of all, when you set a goal for yourself, if you just treat it like a wish list, you're going to train your brain to expect failure. And the reason for this is you're not going to be loading what you're doing with systems or trackers or rewards or any kind of way to maintain the pressure. So what we have to do is we have to start treating goal setting like it is a skill set and a system that you can rise to, rather than a set of wishes that you can collapse into. And the reason I'm calling this particular project Train Your Brain is because I believe that goal setting is a great way to literally train yourself to succeed. Allow me to explain. On an evolutionary basis, we have survived as a species because we have the ability to expect reward. And when we expect reward, our brains create dopamine for ourselves. Now think about how useful this is if you are seeking to survive as a species. If you have a brain that is wired to give you a feel-good factor if you expect a reward, you're more likely to go towards the thing that you want, whether it's hunting for berries or a source of heat or shelter or safety or preservation. And in the modern world, the things that we seek are not so animalistic, shall we say. We're not driven so much by survival against the elements or predators and such like, but we are driven by the rewards that we can get from a better job, better health, better relationships, and better living conditions. So how do we use this to train our brain to become better at setting goals? Well, if you set yourself a simple, achievable goal and you set it in a smart and realistic manner, what you're going to do is you're going to create one single focus for your brain, and then you're going to be able to achieve that thing much more readily than if you set many goals for yourself. So let's have a look at 5 simple hacks that we can apply to set and maintain and achieve goals, and at the same time train our brain to succeed. I've already indicated hack number 1, which is keep it simple. Set yourself one singular simple goal rather than a multitude of goals. Once you get into the multitude of goals arena, you are now wandering into wish list territory. And remember, the wish list is nice to have, but it isn't a system, and it will destine you to fail. So set a goal which you can achieve, which is simple, and create a system to achieve that goal. It could be a SMART goal. It could be setting a specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and timely goal, and it can be something that you're going to achieve in a set way using set processes. Track and reward your outcomes. If you set a goal with a system, it's going to make it easier for you to track and reward yourself. You're going to be more able to create the dopamine-rich environment that your brain loves to live in. So write down your goal. Write it, make it real. Don't over-egg the cake. You don't have to write down screeds or reams or pages. Just keep it simple. You can also use visualization, and by this I mean have a visualization board. You don't need to cut pictures out of magazines. Those days have largely gone, let's face it, but you can use something like Canva, or you can use PowerPoint, and you can create visualizations by downloading and dropping images onto a slideshow. Show yourself that slideshow. Train your brain to expect rewards by creating the milestones and the outcomes that you're visualizing when you set the goal. If your goal is better health, and as a result of better health, better shape, and as a result of that, better relationship, have pictures of that relationship and those situations. Create visualizations or stark written outlines of what it is you wish to achieve. That way you can train your brain to see it as real, rather than as a airy-fairy, Disney-esque wish list item. So make it real, train your brain. Number 3, set mini milestones for yourself. What you're doing here is you're creating a feedback loop for success. The training the brain process is going to need you to be able to feed the dopamine addict in yourself on a regular basis. And one way to do that is to create milestones for success so that you can tick them off on a daily basis. Learn how to talk to yourself in terms of being somebody who is setting forth to achieve the outcome. Quit the negative self-talk and start to adjust and embrace not a goal, but a lifestyle change. Train your brain to accept the dopamine hit by creating those milestones, which mean that you're going to get lots of opportunities to see, revisit, and reframe your success on a daily basis. Set those stages so that you can train your brain to expect success as it happens. And hack number 4 is set daily targets for yourself. So the milestones are going to be the things you have achieved, and the targets are going to be the things that you wish to achieve. So if your goal is to get fitter, your daily target could be to walk X amount of paces each day. And your milestones could be when you pass your first kilometre or your first 10 kilometres. So what you're doing is you're creating a feedback loop for success, constantly saturating your brain and training your brain to expect reward and to feel good as a result of having achieved the reward. Inform yourself on a daily basis that you are still on track. Some days you may not be on track, you may lapse. It's important that you inform yourself you are on track, because you're going to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and get back on track. And by so doing, you will be creating a dopamine hit for yourself. Train your brain. Number 5, track and reward your outcomes. No matter how small or how large your outcomes are, if they are working towards the goal that you've set for yourself, reward yourself. And of course you can't reward yourself unless you've tracked and set out and ticked off the thing you're hoping to achieve. Set small rewards for yourself. It may be that any cash you've saved from losing and damaging situation can be put towards a reward for yourself. It can be that periodically you're going to set out some kind of object or some kind of situation, a trip, or a new camera for your YouTube channel, something like that. You can set out little discrete milestones and rewards for yourself, which are going to feed into the goal. If your goal is fitness, maybe a new set of trainers is your reward. If your goal is a better job, maybe a better CV, or finding somebody who can advise you. Widening your circle of friends could be your reward. So let's go over the train your brain process one more time. In a way, what we're doing is we're using goal setting as a bit of a Trojan horse, aren't we? In order to learn a skill. Learn the skill of becoming a dopamine addict, shall we say. Learn the skill of training your brain into expecting rewards, and training your brain to enjoy the pleasure of achieving rewards. And by so doing, you're going to be able to set a goal for yourself which you can track the progress of and maintain focus on in such a way that the goal is going to be more achievable. So forget wish lists, forget nice add-ons, and start thinking in terms of a lifestyle change during which you begin to train your brain to work on a success model. And remember, challenges should be seen as opportunities for growth, not as indicators of failure. The negative self-talk is one of the reasons that you may have failed to achieve goals in the past. So reframe that, turn that frown upside down. Instead of seeing challenges as proof that you are falling over, see challenges as opportunities to learn new things and opportunities to create new situations and to solve new problems. Keep it simple, reward yourself, train your brain, and by so doing, your goal setting is going to be much more effective. If you'd like some help with your goal setting, look at my System store. There is a $1 offer there, and I ask you to put $1 down because it will help you to maintain your focus. However, at the end of 30 days, if you don't wish to pay that $1, you simply cancel the subscription, and it will be a goal setting pack which will assist you with this. Otherwise, also in the description, you will find there's a free ebook called Ethics and Coach Using AI Systems, which has been quite popular with a lot of people. And I also think I've put down a resource called How to Overcome Busy Work. It's called a Busy Work Journal. What we're hoping to do is we're hoping to clarify and cut out the dead wood and make decision making and goal setting easier by focusing on discrete milestones of success, training your brain as you go. I hope this has been useful to you. It has been useful to me, as always, because this is an interaction, it's not a one-way gate. I'll leave you with my final thoughts, if I may, fellow seeker. Whatever it is you dare to do or dare to dream, begin it now.